another month, another update. And I'll get the quickest bit out of the way first, because this isn't the first time I've tried recording this, and I realised I went on a massive thing about one particular area. So baby prep stuff is just ticking along. I'm spacing it out a lot more, but I'll explain that when I talk about the really big thing. The musical side of thing, again, that's been affected by the really big thing, because of just spacing my time out, spacing my energy out well enough to make sure that I'm not focusing on the wrong things, as it were. So that's one of those that's not on the back burner, it's going slower than I intended. And I think my main focus with that is trying to get the vocal material done as early as possible, because I can plug in the guitar, headphones on, etc. with a sleeping baby totally fine. I can't really sing because that is projective by nature, and that wakes babies up or wakes partner up if they're trying to catch some rest. So it's one of those. I need to get at least like rough vocals down, ideally best vocals down as soon as possible. So I have absolutely got a set list, well, not a set list, you know what I mean, an album order. It's just getting it all finished, and it will be done at some point in my lifetime. I'll be in recovery, literally. So the big thing, which is the one thing I haven't talked about yet, so 3 guesses what that is. The uni thing. I have done more work today than I intended to, and that is a good thing. But I still feel I'm ridiculously behind. I'm also looking up things about doing IPA, which is Interpretive Phenomenological Analysis. I'm actually very impressed I got that right first time. You'll notice there was not a cut there. I'm not going to say it again though, it's IPA. But yeah, I've been looking at videos and stuff about that, thinking, am I doing it right? And I read it, and I'm doing it right. But, as is often the case with me, the logical, rational side of me knows that. The emotional side's a bit slow on the uptake. So, I'm feeling this disconnect. Logically, I know I've got it, but emotionally I don't. And it creates more stress. So, I have made sure to kind of work out how many days I've got between now and hand-in, how many words minimum, if I work on every single day, how many words minimum do I have to do? And it is less than the minimum I like to write on a day anyway. So as long as I do what I would consider my minimum, which is more than the absolute minimum, and today, like I said, I've done pretty much double that, I can slot in time off outside of what I've already got scheduled. I've made sure to look at working days that I actually have booked up. Nothing else is on that day. I can work solid. And like I say, even with the ones that exist there, I'll probably still have maybe 3, 4, 5 days leeway. And again, that might increase because I've done some more work on some days. That isn't my excuse sometimes to just be like, I don't feel like it today. If I've got the energy, if I've got the wherewithal, do it. If not, fine, but make sure I'm keeping a note of how much time I've got left. But it's hard, you know, it's balancing everything. And procrastinators out there will totally understand this when I say this. The only reason I think I feel like I'm so far behind and everything like that is because I've done it in the past and it works. I have scraped like 60s and 70s, you know, by like the last couple of weeks that I've got, just banging it all out very quickly. Not a great idea, not the best way to work, and I acknowledge that, but it keeps working. So it's not teaching me to stop. Maybe the stress that I'm having this time will mean that come Masters, I'll put that behaviour behind me. However, I have spoken to Masters students who are still doing that, so who knows? But that is not a now problem, that's a future problem. And as long as I can at least be a little better, I mean, at that point I will have a young child. So maybe that'll be the impetus. It's like, okay, I can't rush it at the last minute because I can't guarantee I will have that time. I'll probably start doing much more of a little bits as I go. I don't really like to work that way because it's focus over a drawn out period. It doesn't work as well for me. I like to just have a good, here's an hour or two or whatever, bang, some work out, done. I don't want to do, oh, I'll just pop this bit in. But I know I'm going to have to change. Again, the conflict. But this is why I left it till the end. It's such a big part. Because I want this project to be done so well. And that isn't even talking about the other thing I've got to do, which is one of the core modules as an assignment for that. But I'm not too worried about that. I get the material, it's fine. that will absolutely be I've finished with my project. Now let's get that out as soon as possible. I'll probably request my little extensions I can do because of my disabilities for that. Probably not the project because of timing with the poster and the presentation. It's not going to give me much time to make sure I've got all that done. So yeah, it's get this done. Just by mid-May, I will be clear. That is absolutely going to be the case. And I can just be there for about another week before baby arrives. I'll have a week to put everything up that I haven't already got done. But I'm trying to do some of the house prep stuff. Like if I've got a day where my brain's not working very well, but my body is, put up a flat pack. If I'm on a day where my body's saying stop, but my brain's fine, do assignment work. That's basically the way to do it. So I have a system. I have something in place. It's just making sure I adhere to it. That's always been my problem, though. But like I say, we'll see what happens. You'll probably see me at the start of the next one just rocking in a corner, or I'll be absolutely fine. It's going to be one or the other. There is no middle ground. I'll be high stress, or I'll be low stress. There is no middle stress. So we'll see what I'm like next month. But I've got some fun video plans anyway, so that'll keep me going. That'll keep my energy up. My interest in doing this will be a little oasis of calm amidst it all. But I hope you'll join me for everything coming down the line. And until next time, as always, thank you for watching and take care. And just don't leave everything last minute like I do, please.